Welcome back to Dinar Community, your hub for real financial insight. Welcome back to the Dinar Community channel, your trusted destination for accurate updates on foreign currencies, global market shifts, and economic transformation. Picture waking up tomorrow to news headlines that confirm what many have awaited for over a decade: the official revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. For years, countless investors have held on to hope, anticipating a reset that could transform personal fortunes and reshape Iraq's financial role on the world stage. And now, according to renowned dinar analyst Frank26, that pivotal moment might finally be here. With growing certainty, Frank suggests that the morning ahead could unveil a powerful financial event, one with implications far beyond Iraq's borders. This isn't the usual speculative chatter. What makes this moment different is the alignment of credible developments, policy moves, banking reforms, and global support, all signaling that the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) may be ready to go public with the long-anticipated revaluation. If that happens within the next 24 hours, it could trigger a major shift in wealth dynamics for millions holding the Iraqi dinar. Frank26's urgent update fuels anticipation. Frank26, one of the most followed voices in the dinar investor space, has released a high-impact update that's echoing across currency forums worldwide. He strongly suggests that tomorrow morning could usher in the long-awaited RV announcement. This statement has reignited optimism and mobilized investors to prepare for potential action. The credibility of this forecast is backed by a wave of bold economic reforms initiated by Iraq's financial authorities. The CBI has made significant strides in stabilizing the currency and aligning Iraq with international financial norms, many of which were long requested by global partners. According to Frank and other insiders, these reforms have created the foundation needed for a revaluation. What remains, they say, is a formal declaration, possibly just hours away. Signs that the revaluation may finally be real. The dinar conversation is not new. It has persisted through years of war, corruption, and economic challenges. Yet the landscape today is dramatically different. Verified sources confirm that Iraq has strengthened its banking infrastructure, increased foreign currency reserves, and improved regulatory oversight. These are the conditions needed for a strong, sustainable revaluation. Collaborations with institutions like the IMF and World Bank have enhanced transparency, helped digitize Iraq's financial systems, and instilled fiscal discipline. Frank26 believes these partnerships have paved the way for a revaluation to occur, not hypothetically but imminently. Digital transformation and global readiness. Over the past 18 months, Iraq has transformed its banking systems. Domestic banks are being integrated with SWIFT protocols, anti-fraud technologies are being deployed, and digital platforms are being rolled out for both citizens and institutions. Behind these developments is a clear intention: to position the dinar as a respected and globally tradable currency. With these tools in place, Iraq is prepared not just for a rate adjustment, but for full integration into the international monetary system. Internal sources suggest the Iraqi leadership is committed to seeing the dinar rise in value, symbolizing economic recovery and national pride. U.S. oversight adds to the credibility. Another key factor boosting confidence is the United States' involvement. For years, the U.S. has played a behind-the-scenes role in overseeing Iraq's financial reforms. Treasury officials have publicly praised Iraq's compliance with international banking standards, and major U.S. financial institutions are reportedly giving Iraq the green light for full global participation. Frank26 hints that American banking networks are already preparing for a possible announcement, suggesting that what we're seeing is part of a carefully orchestrated, multi-phase plan. The implications are significant. U.S. support offers reassurance to global markets, signaling that this RV isn't just likely, it may already be underway. Why has it taken so long? Despite years of build-up, the RV didn't happen overnight. The delay wasn't due to a lack of desire, but rather the complex task of stabilizing a nation plagued by political unrest and financial mismanagement. For Iraq to revalue its currency, it needed to first prove its economic resilience. Over the past few years, Iraq has tackled corruption, implemented auditing mechanisms, restructured public debt, and strengthened monetary policy. As a result, the CBI is now more transparent and financially sound than ever before. Recent data confirms Iraq has accumulated enough reserves to support a higher exchange rate. Frank26 insists that the structural roadblocks have been cleared, and all that remains is the timing and public release. Is tomorrow the day? As global investors await tomorrow's developments, excitement is at an all-time high. If the announcement is made, Iraq would rejoin international trading platforms and the dinar would be revalued in real time based on global demand. According to projections from Frank26, the initial rate could land slightly above $1 USD, a dramatic increase from today's rate. Experts suggest the CBI may implement a managed float system, letting market conditions guide future fluctuations, while controlling volatility during the initial phase. This strategy would reward early holders while giving Iraq time to maintain control over liquidity and avoid economic shocks. Prepared infrastructure and global coordination. Frank26 notes that newly printed dinar notes have already been distributed to Iraq's major financial institutions. This indicates that Iraq is not just talking about revaluation, it's ready to implement it on a public level. Support from global financial bodies and multinational banks suggests the infrastructure is in place to make this a smooth transition. If tomorrow does bring an official RV announcement, it will represent the completion of a long, disciplined journey toward fiscal legitimacy. What it means for dinar holders. For those holding the Iraqi dinar, this could be a defining financial moment. But the key is strategy. Some investors may choose to exchange a portion of their holdings immediately to lock in gains. Others may hold out, expecting gradual appreciation. Experts recommend staying informed through verified sources like the CBI and major financial outlets. Avoid unofficial exchange channels and beware of misinformation, especially in the early stages. Frank26 urges dinar holders to act with caution, not emotion. A measured approach, grounded in facts and supported by updates, will be essential for navigating the post-RV period. A new chapter for Iraq and global finance. While enthusiasm is high, experienced investors know not to get swept up in hype. Past cycles have seen delays and disappointment. But what separates this moment is the alignment of reform, international trust, and policy execution. Frank26's optimism is finally supported by hard data, credible reforms, verified reserves, and clear signals from both Iraq and its global partners. Whether the revaluation is announced tomorrow or in the days that follow, the path is clearly laid out. Iraq appears prepared to reintroduce its currency on the global stage, with legitimacy, stability, and purpose. This may be the final countdown to a new financial era. Closing thoughts. A moment years in the making. As the world watches closely, tomorrow could mark the end of speculation and the beginning of a new economic chapter for Iraq. The dinar, once viewed with skepticism, may soon be seen as a symbol of strength and renewal. If Frank26's forecast proves accurate, we're just hours away from a massive shift not only for Iraqi citizens and dinar investors, but for the broader global currency market. The RV could spark a wave of new investment and re-establish Iraq as a rising economic force in the Middle East. Stay alert, stay informed. This could be more than just another day. It might be the day everything changes. The countdown has begun, and all eyes are now on the Iraqi dinar.